From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill today, Kevin Gausman. Lots of punch outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Okay, all set to go. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And we're off and rolling in Toronto. Foul ball there. Gausman, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One up, one down. So up next for New York, Ben Rice. Swings through that one. 0-1. Gausman. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Ripped to short. Whips it to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. It's Aaron Judge now. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
And with that kind of power at the plate, they'll gladly take the single to the opposite field.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point,
and that'll do it. Here's George Springer. And a foul ball. That one missed. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
All over that one right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through him for the K. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. 1 out man at first. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. Grabs it right up against the wall. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. First pitch, and he just misses. Runner at third, 2 away. Right through there for a strike.
That's ball 2.
Base hit, and a run comes in. And he'll pull him to second safely.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air, right field. Judge under it. And that is that. The Jays push across a run on this double. Back here at Rogers Center, and stepping in for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. Swings through that one. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Sanchez under it. 2 down. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
That's outside.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Down in order. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Ball one.
That one fouled off. The 1-1. Hit softly on the ground to third. Fires over to first. And quickly one away in the second. So up next, Nathan Lucas.
Ball, that's down.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch. Here's Andres Jimenez. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. That one found hard the other way.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Austin Wells will hit next. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Fought off foul. Got him swinging for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Grisham at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Next to hit, Ben Rice. 0 for 1 so far. To third. Zips it across, and that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Tyler Heineman. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. George Springer digs it. Runner takes off, and there's a foul ball. Just missed.
That's down.
Sliced hard, but foul. Heineman aboard here at first with nobody out. That was pretty nasty.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Oh, great stop. There's one. Double play.
Yeah.
What a twin killing to end the out of the fourth. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Up the middle, and that chance handled. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bellinger in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The Jays up by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-2. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Here's Stanton now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Line drive. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1-2. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
That's a ball.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop.
Ball 2.
On the ground to Jazz. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Jesus Sanchez, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now Kazuma Okamoto.
Ball 1.
Runner on the go. And he grounds one back up the middle to second, but he beats the throw. Save. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Ball.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Safe at third, moves up on the pass ball.
Hey.
And a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right side. Base hit and a run in to score.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you
Runner takes off, and it's fouled away. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. In to score from first, and they take a 3-run lead. Safely into third. It's an RBI triple.
puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Now a pop-up on the infield. McMahon under it, and that's the third out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the fifth. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Off the plate, ball one.
The 1-0. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Oh, he can't squeeze it. And he's going to get to second with nobody out. Here's Ryan McMahon now. His first at bat was a strikeout. In the air to left center. Varsho moving under this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. So digging in, Jose Caballero. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they cut into the deficit. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Stepping in, Austin Wells. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the fifth. Stays alive. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Slings to first, out number 2. Back to the top of the Yankee order. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 1 for 2. Swing and a foul out of play. Hard hit left side. Jimenez throw to first. That takes care of Grisham. That's the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Back now in Toronto. We head to the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now
outside.
they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
The 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. And the batter is George Springer.
Nope. Ball one.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Good job to fight that one off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the
2 outs,
Bluejays,
base is empty. Now Dalton Varsho. The 0-1. A dive. Nice stop. To first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
The fun play right there, Boog. He lays all the way out, makes the stop, but just wasn't able to get it there in time. And, of course, there's the hustle out of the box as well to earn the infield.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. To second, not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the air, right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now, Ben Rice. First pitch swinging.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
The Blue Jays leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. Aaron Judge with a rocket, and we're all square. It's 3-3.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Chopped left side. Okamoto throws to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Stanton now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Check swing, and he went 0-2. Got him looking. Third out. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there.
Hard hit, base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. 4-3. They take the lead. Save. He beats it. 5-3 now.
Well, this game is tied no more. Big time swing at the bat to drive in two. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Clement around third. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Ryan Yarbrough.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Next to hit, Andres Jimenez. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
Ball in.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the
Ball
sixth.
brace.
And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Heineman up for the
Outside.
third time here. Watches that one miss.
Ball 2.
In the dirt. Lucas at second. Jimenez on at first with nobody out.
Right through there for a strike.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deep
On the ground. The flip, there's one, and a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play's kind of a rally play.
Varsho wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And that's the inning. Top of inning number 7. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. The Yankees looking to rally. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And it's 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Varsho drifts towards it. And there's one down. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. McMahon in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And that one fouled off. The Yanks down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away. Digging in. Jose Caballero. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that should be extra bases. They're waving McMahon home. The relay throw. Safe. It's 7-4.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one.
Louis Varland gets the call from the pen.
Power slider guy, Bird. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Jimenez. Throw to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Grisham at the plate now, and that's strike one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. Back here at Rogers Center, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesus Sanchez. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. And now the 0-1. Yarborough, 34-year-old vet, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. Out to short. The throw to first, 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. That's a strike. It's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom of the 7th.
Ball, that's just out.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Rogers. Grounds one to short. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 pitch and 1 out. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's already homered in this game. And that's fouled off.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Strike 2. The Yankees trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Gets a piece and stays alive. In the air on the infield, Heineman should have this one. And that is that. Back now in Toronto. On to the bottom of the 8th. Ernie Clement now at the plate. The lefty, the 1-0. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Grisham is there, makes the catch. So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. Pitches in there. 0-1. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses. That's the first sweeper we've seen today, and the batter made a mess of it. Jimenez in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Out towards right center field. It falls in, and that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Fouled off left side. Line drive. Reaching down and makes the grab. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now up as the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. That one ripped but foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. Ball one, no strikes. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. That one pushed foul. In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Fires over to Guerrero. Yankees with only one out remaining. McMahon in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Oh, he gloves it from his backside. And that is the ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I'll make a video showing people how to download the rosters on MLB The Show 25. I'll make that video.